Work it. Do it. Harder.
Together we can play some.
Work it. Do it. Harder.
Together we can play some.
Work it. Do it. Harder.
Together we can play some.
Work it. Do it. Harder.
Together we can play some. Together we can play some. Together we can play some.
One more.
Together we can play some. Together we can play some. Technology. Rock and roll. Technology. 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 Together we can play some.
Work it. Do it. Harder. Stronger. Work it. Do it. Harder. Stronger. Work it. Make it. Do it. Makes us stronger. Harder. Better. Stronger. Work it. Make it. Do it. Makes us stronger. Harder. Better. Stronger.
Technology. Rock and roll. Technology. Technology.
This is Jackson's MMA with Phillip Hawes, who is a middleweight here at Jackson's MMA. Phillip, can you start off by describing where you're from?
I'm from Little Ferry, New Jersey, a small town right outside of New York City.
Okay. And can you describe your background?
My background is I'm a Division I wrestler, JUCO national champ.
Okay. And where did you wrestle at?
I wrestled at Iowa Central for the first 2 years of college. Then I graduated from there and I went to Iowa State for a couple semesters. Didn't pan out, and I ended up at another deep Division III college in Iowa.
Okay. And what got you interested in MMA from your wrestling background?
It's just the next step. The amateur scene for wrestling, there isn't a lot of avenues that you can pursue besides the Olympics, and that's a really tough spot to get in that one spot. So fighting was the next step. It just felt natural.
Had you always been a fan of MMA?
No, actually, I remember when I was a kid playing the video games. Me and my brother were like, "This is crazy. I don't know how these dudes would do it." I wouldn't say I'm particularly a fighter. I don't know. It just feels right. You know, I'm not a violent person at all. I just like to compete.
Yeah, that competition. So you've had 4 amateur fights, and like we said, you had that TKO victory in Legacy on your pro debut. How different is competition between MMA and wrestling?
Honestly, it's kind of a different monster. I mean, wrestling, you know that there's a great chance you're gonna come out, you know, unscathed, maybe a loss or a couple of bruises. But with MMA, you might get knocked out, and you know every fight could be, you know, something serious. A serious injury could occur. But I mean, competition-wise, I mean the fans still the same. It's one-on-one competition, so in some aspects it's similar, but it's a little more dangerous.
And we got some video of you hitting with Coach Gibson. How have you been developing your striking game here at Jackson?
Man, I think just the short time I've been here, 6 or 7 months, my striking's been a real focal point that we've been trying to pay a lot of attention on, and it's been improving every day. It's hard not to improve when you got coaches like this in your corner. And
you're a serious, physical specimen. I mean, you're a very, very good athlete, very explosive. Do you find it challenging mixing your striking with your grappling and wrestling, or is that coming naturally for you?
I would say it's coming pretty naturally. I'm a big guy on following like your role models. So like if I pick a couple guys that's on the scene right now for MMA, I'll like try to mimic their style and see what they're doing and just try to put my spin on it and just try to be more dynamic. So yeah, I think it's flowing pretty well. And
it's interesting, here at Jackson's. I mean, right now we have so many fighters in camp right now. What is it like training here at Jackson's?
Man, it's I traveled across the world for this. I mean, across the country for this, So I knew what I was coming into, and I knew what's out here, and this is the place to be if you want to be the best, and that's what I'm striving for.
You keep in touch with your family?
I do. My mom's pretty tech savvy. She texts a lot, and we email and Facebook. She follows me on Facebook and stuff like that. So yeah, we stay pretty close. Not as close as I want, but we try to keep in touch as much as possible. And
what does she think about you pursuing MMA?
She's one of my biggest supporters. Anything I do, if it was ballerina, she'll be the first one, at the auditorium screaming my name. My family's big supporters, so whatever I do, whatever I choose, so she's for it.
Okay, well, we look forward to your next fight, and hopefully as you get prepared for that next fight and that gets scheduled, we can do some follow-up interviews with you.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you again for your time.
Thanks.